All right, for this video, we're going to be making something like this one. We're going to be using it, we're going to be doing it on the computer only. And we're going to use a new tool that I haven't told you about previously, but it's not that complicated. Um, just, just hold tight and just follow the instructions and you'll be able to make this, just don't worry. All right, so click on, you should go and open up a new Google slide. Make sure you're gonna, typically you're gonna go to your 6 dots that are on the right-hand side there. I went a different way because I already have it saved. Then you're gonna, once you get it open, you're gonna go and find where it says blank, and then you're gonna hit the plus with the blank. Then it's gonna load like mine's is. Hopefully it's faster than mine's, but it's gonna load. I always move that thing out the way. You don't have to worry about that. And then we're gonna delete this click to add title and click to add subtitle. So we're gonna click on the line right where our cursor turns into a 4-way arrow, clicks, turns blue, hit delete. Click, it turns blue, and then hit delete. For my own personal reference, I'm going to get this picture. I'm just going to put it to the side so that way I can remind myself of what I'm doing. You don't have to do that because you're following the instructions that I'm giving you, so you don't have to worry about it. All right, so let me put that there. All right, first things we're going to do, we're going to get, I'm going to make mine a little bit different. So I'm going to get a square. Instead of my background being blue like in the original, I'll make my background purple. So I'm going to go to the cup that says fill color. Click on that. And I'm going to grab this purple. Actually, I'm going to go to where it says gradient. And then I'm going to get the purple that they have here. Purple. That's purple enough. And then I want to make sure that the border color is transparent. And next, I need a moon. The original one has a moon. So I'm going to go back to shapes, find circle. When you go on circle, it says oval. I'm going to click. Oh, so I'm fine. Like I want to put my moon around here. So I'm going to click shift and then click and drag over. And let go, and there's my moon. Change the color, make sure that it's white because I believe it's gray. Not that big of a difference. Then I'm going to go to where it says border color and make it transparent. I'm going to adjust where it is so it's in the corner more. All right, now we're going to be moving on to the little bit harder stuff. So we're going to go to line. Don't click on line. Just find line. Line is the slanted line with 2 circles at either end. Click on the arrow right next to that. Then you're going to get some extra tools here. We're going to go and click on the one that says polyline. What polyline lets us do is to click, right? Then we can move our cursor. You see it starts making that line. Then you can click again. Then you can move again, click, move, click, move, click, move. And when you are done, you have to make a loop back to where you started. So I started right here. So if I want to be done making this shape, I have to click right where I started. Like the computer will help you put it there. But make sure when you're done, you click where you started. And then you can tell that you did it right because when you click where you started, then it fills in with a color. What happens if you don't do it right? I'll do it again. So I'm gonna go get my poly tool. It's already selected here for me. So if I click, 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 and then for some reason I mess up and I click, and then it doesn't fill in. So that's what it looks like when you mess up. That's okay. And here's one more thing that could happen that probably will often happen. So when you click and you move, you want to make sure that you move, far enough away from where you just clicked at. Because if you click too close, so I'm gonna move it just a smidgen, like you couldn't even tell that I moved, and then I click again, well then it stops letting you draw or click or make another section. So you have to make sure that you move far enough away that it doesn't stop working. All right, so let's get going. So we're gonna work on the far background part first. So there's like a tree back here. There's these tombstones and a crazy castle. So let's do the tree first. I don't know about that crazy castle getting done, but I know the tree and these tombstones are no problem. So poly tool or polyline, that tree's like slanted. So I'm gonna click, and again, this is not gonna make anything perfect, but it's gonna make it nice enough for us that it looks, like something. So as you can see, I'm just trying to copy the way that tree looks. Is it going to be perfect like the tree or exact? Oh, you can see I messed up. So I'm talking too much. So let me start over. So that happens. I didn't move far enough. But as I was saying, is it going to look exactly like that tree? No. It's going to be my tree and my rendition of the tree. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be exactly like it. And yours doesn't have to be exactly like mine's. These are just tools for you, or this is a tutorial for you to make something similar, not the same. It's a guide. And remember, you gotta move far enough away. I know you might wanna have like really close and really detailed sections, but you're gonna be frustrated if this keeps messing up on you. So you're better off just using what the program offers instead of trying to make it super detailed. Sorry, I'm almost done. So I clicked at the bottom, like off the page, and now I'm going to go right back to where I started. Bam, then it fills in. So that's going to be my tree. Obviously, this is going to be the wrong color. So first thing for this one, I'm going to say border color. I didn't say it before, but remember the border color is the pencil. Then next to the pencil is the cup. Click on that, and I'm going to go to purple and try to make it like a similar purple as the background, because I need a darker one. Or maybe I can do this. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And I can also do, because I have that purple, maybe I can find a gradient version. No, I can't. If for any reason you want to make your own gradient like I'm about to do, you can. You just click on custom. Comes up with this extra little box here. Go click on the box, the square. See how it's got two squares here? Click on the square, then go to the circle. And I don't know why they did it this way. I didn't make this program. Click on the circle, click on one color of purple, click on the other box, the circle turns to gray, click on that, and then click another color of purple, another version of purple. All right, and you can barely, I did all that work to barely tell the difference, but it's sometimes little differences make a big difference. All right, let's get these tombstones. So really these tombstones are going to be, actually I think I have the shape here. So here it is right here. It's called rounded same side corner rectangle. That's a very long name. It's going to be a tombstone today. So I'm going to hold shift, click, drag, and I'm going to let go because that kind of wasn't the shape I wanted to be. All right, let's change the color for that. I'm just going to put this purple this time and make sure the border color is transparent. And that's tombstone-y. Let me try to bring it closer here. And I'm going to go click on this little circle. You see how it has a circle at the top? I'm going to make it slanted just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better because it's like it's been in the ground for a long time, so it's got to be slanted. For this next one, I'm gonna choose a different shape because that one wasn't really rounded enough. So I'm gonna choose this one. This one is called, what is this one called? It's called flow chart delay. Fine with me. Click it. It's gonna come out sideways. And this one looks way better for a tombstone, but that's okay. Sideways. So now that it's sideways, I gotta go into this circle, click, and drag it over so it turns the right way. And I'm gonna put it like a little bit slanted again. So now I have to bring it down, size down, go to the border, your pencil, transparent, and then on the color, make it that same purple. Bam, so now I got two. Now the spooky house, let's go for the spooky house. I can do it. Same thing, we're gonna go back to polyline. I'm not gonna do all those details for the spooky house, but I'll get some of them. So we got, I'm just gonna do this straight. It goes kind of straight, but off to the side. Click, and it goes out, click, up, click, over, click. Gotta be careful. Oh, all right. I think I can do this a different way because some of the turns on there are really tight. So let's see. Maybe I can go and just do this with shapes. So I'm gonna do shapes, and I'll just do a rectangle. And go back. And a triangle. All right, so that's the first half, and I can leave that like that. And then let me change the color. Try to line it up right. Change the color, make it the dark purple, dark purple, dark purple, and then I'm forgetting to do my border color. The border color. So you see, if I leave the border color, it has that little light gray on it. See the difference between this part and this part? Yeah, you don't want that. So border color, transparent. All right, so now I'm gonna go back and try to do the polyline. So now I'm got a message over here. So I got my attention real quick. So now I'm gonna go do the polyline and try not to mess up. All right, got a little piece, extra little piece there. Try to do it again. I got another one, all right. And I'm gonna kind of leave it like this. The only thing I'm gonna finally do at the end is just gonna put like a little I'll put one of these little tombstone things at the bottom. This is me kind of cheating it. It's not cheating, but it's cheating it because I don't want to keep making it. It seems like it's taking a long time, which is fine. But for sake of making the video a certain length, I want to keep the length down. I don't want you guys to see it that is a 20-minute video, which a lot of times it ends up being. I'm gonna try to hurry up and skip where I can instead of wasting, well, not wasting time, but taking a whole lot of time on one thing. All right, so let's leave that like that. I'm gonna group these together. So that way, if I wanna move it, I can. So to group this one, since I have so many different shapes, I'm gonna hold the control button. The control button is the CTRL button. So I click control, click on the first object, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So you see, they're all selected because they have the blue around it. Then I'm gonna go to arrange over here and then say group. All right, so that is that. And now that it's grouped, I can slant them a little bit, give it more spooky feel. It's slanted, it's spooky. All right, so now we just have the front. The front, which is going to be black, and then we're going to do our back. So hopefully you're still in there, still ready to do this. So we're going to do the polyline again, just like we did before. We're going to make another tree. This time it's just going to be black, and then this time we don't need as many different little curves and stuff. Look at that, just one nice, well, not totally nice, but one long branch, then another branch. Make sure we're moving far enough away so we don't get stuck and have to start all the way over again. That's the worst thing that happens with this. That's what makes you frustrated when you're working with this tool. That's okay though, because everybody who's working with it or who decides to do this is a winner. So don't worry about being too frustrated. It happens. Bam, that's going to be the tree. And then I'm going to go off the side so you can't see where I'm just hurrying up. Then I'm going to go back to the beginning. Bam, turns white. I don't want it white. Turn that thing black. Take off the border color. Bam, and now it's starting to look good. I need a tree for the other side. I got to put some grass stuff down here. I'm not worried about that right this second. Let's get this next tree. Same thing, same concept. There's a smaller tree this time. Click, 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 click. It's okay if it goes on top of my castle. Click, 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 see, click, see, click, 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 clicks it, clicks it. Almost done. Trying to get fast here. Bam. All right. Cut that. Make it black. Take the border color off. Bam. What we're going to do for this grass? Let me see if there's a shape up here I can use for this grass. I don't want to make a whole bunch of grass. Can I use the cloud maybe? Probably. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I know what I can use. Look at this. I'm going to go to where it says call outs. I'm going to get this explosion 1. Put this down here. That's going to be my grass. I just got to make sure it goes. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, I know what happened here. So this is the stage. Don't forget, if I let go and I'm like down in this gray part, it doesn't work. So make sure that you let go within this section. So like you can go below the stage, but you can't let go in any of this gray, or then it messes up. All right, so hopefully I don't. Let me get this call out again. All right, now I have it. Oh, come on, call out. And it, I can stretch it. Oh, I can stretch it a little bit. Black, transparent. See, it's kind of grass. And then I can click on it again, and I can say control the letter C, C for cat. And then I can say control V for victory. And then just, it'll give me another one. There we go. Got some grass looking stuff. I can adjust it. Do it again. I can say control V. Gives me another one. Control V. Another one. Let's put this closer though. And stretch this one. Gotta make it look a little bit different. And then control V. Another one. And then I'm just gonna bring this one close or squish it down. Bam. And that's gonna be my grass for that. And then I'll present so you can see it so it doesn't look like a mess. Bam, that's what I got so far. That looks pretty good. That's like a Halloween scene right there. All right. And let me get off of here without messing my stuff up. There we go. So I ain't worried. I'm not going to worry about the cat. And let's get these bats. All right. So all I really need to do is make, just like we did with the grass, I need to make one bat and then copy and paste all the bats. So let's get these bats. We're going to click. I'm going to go shape and see if I can make something into a bat. What looks like a bat here? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. No problem. That's okay. I don't need you shapes. We're gonna go back to this poly line. And for the poly in the poly line, I'm gonna make it in this white space because it's easier for me to see. I'm gonna make a bat. So really just gonna be zigzag lines. So I'm gonna say click. I'm gonna come down. Click, go back up, click, down, click, back up. So that's my first zigzag. That's my wing actually. Then I'm gonna make a longer part. That's gonna be this body, the bat's body. Then I have two downs or like the letter M. So I need to do that again on the other side. So this is my 1 point. Go back up, click, come back down, click, that's my 2nd point. And that's my wing. Bam, let's bring this over straight. Bam, and then do his head. Bam, bam, bam. The letter M is his head. Bam, and then straight again. Woo. And that's a bat. That's a bat right there. That's a bat like I've never seen ever. Greatest bat in history. Take this outline off here. Bam. Boy, I tell you, I got these bats on here. Let me make this bat smaller. So I'm gonna go to the corner here, make it smaller. All right, and then I'm going to say Control C, Control V. Got 2 bats. Then I'm going to do it again. I'm gonna click, bam. Actually, I'm gonna click on both. I'm gonna hold Control, the CTRL button. So now I got both selected. Then I'm gonna say Control, hold Control, and then say the letter C, then Control, and then the letter V. And now I got 4 bats. I got an army of bats. All right. So now I gotta start putting these on here. Actually, I have to put them at the bottom. That's about to be annoying. All right, let's see if I have some space at the bottom. So, all right, let's put them at the bottom. I'm thinking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm thinking. So I'm gonna put it back here. I'm gonna put a bat. So I see that's the problem. See, I don't want to lose my bat. So now I can't see it. Okay. 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 I know what we can do. Well, I'll put it back. I'll put it back here. And I'll put a bat here. And then what I'll do is when I'm done, wherever I stop for my bats is going to have to look the same as wherever I finish. We're going to do one of those. It's going to loop anyway, so it'd be easier if I had it like nothing on the screen at first, but this way is going to have to work. All right, so there's my bats. I'm going to group them so that way it's easier for me to find them and move them once I move them. So I'm going to hold the control button, click, hold control still, click, hold control, click, hold control, click, and then I'm going to go to arrange, say group. All right, so now that's grouped. Let me get this off of here. And for anybody that wants to do extra stuff like this or add extra details, this is the time to do that before you start duplicating. So something you can easily do to put extra details on there is go back to line or where polyline is at now. Hit the arrow next to it, and then just go to scribble. And this will allow you to pretty much draw on your computer. So I'm gonna go here where my tree's at. Let's say I want to add extra branches, I can do that. But just where the pencil is at, you gotta keep doing black. So that's annoying for that. But that is what you could do. And if you want to make your line bigger, you go to this one where it says line weight. You just make your line bigger. Right. So again, the biggest issue with doing this is, whoa, almost messed up there. The biggest issue with this is that you have to keep selecting it, you know. You can't just, you know, draw. You have to, you know, make something, come back and click it, and make something and come back and click it, which is annoying. But your stuff will look a lot better if you did it. But again, for the sake of the computer and the time, or sake of time, not the computer, sake of time, let me move on. All right, so I got my bats, they're grouped. I'm going to go and duplicate this same slide. Duplicate, remember, is your 2-finger tap on the right side of the mouse pad clicks of that. I'm gonna move my bats up. I'm gonna duplicate, move my bats up again. And when I'm moving them up, I'm just using the arrow keys on my keyboard. Duplicate, move them up. Duplicate. All right, so now I'm gonna click on them and I'm gonna say Control C, Control V. And then these bats that I have now, I'm gonna put at the bottom. I'm gonna make sure I line them up. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna put them down. So I'm using the arrow again, I'm going down. There we go. I gotta hide them down here like that, but I gotta make sure I can still see one. So this is the one I'm gonna click on first. All right, so I gotta finish. And now I'm looking at the preview over here to see what I'm doing. So in 4, my bat is the same spot. So I'm gonna move my bat off the screen now. So these are my original bats. Move them off the screen. And then I gotta come back down. And then I can move my new bats a little bit on the screen. Let's do that a little bit less. All right, so then we're going to duplicate. And then come down, find my bats. Here's my bats. Move them up. And then duplicate again. Well, click on my bat. Oh, click on my bat. There we go. And then move them up. And then I'm just going to take a look. So my first slide, I'm looking in the preview. My first slide, my bats, this bat right here needs to be on or at the bottom of my moon. So I need to stop right here. So that way, when I loop it, it goes together. All right, I think I moved that one. So we're going to duplicate again. And maybe, I think this is it. I can probably leave it right like that. And that's good. So let's see what I have. Go to present. Got my bats, got my spooky house, which doesn't look like a spooky house, looks like a cactus. Got my tombstones, I got my tree in the back, got a tree in the front, and then my bats are gonna fly. Fly bats. There we go. My bats are flying. That's not that bad. And I'm just clicking through it. That's good. All right, so then you would just give this a name. Bats flying. Bats flying. There we go. That's going to be what it's called. After I do that, I'll put that in. I'll open up a new tab. Go to Tall Tweets, TALLTWEETS. Once I get there, I'm going to go to the dark purple and select presentation. Then I'll find this presentation that says bats flying. Click on it. Say select. Make sure that the slide duration is 0.1. The slide duration is going to be 0.1 every single time. And you hit the blue box for create GIF, and then you say save right underneath of your GIF that's playing. After you do that, you're going to post it to Google Classroom. I'm not going to put that on here. At this point, I need to make a separate video for that. But that should get you most of the way. If you have any questions, just let me know, and then I'll walk you through it. All right, y'all, that's it for this video. Hopefully it's not too long. I think it was, but we'll see.